Hey guys, welcome to today's video on transforming your living space. The challenge we have today, one room, one day, £100. Let's get cracking.
What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, well, welcome back. Welcome full stop to the Raw Home YouTube channel. My name's Rob, I'm your go-to guy for everything from upcycling to interior design. Alright, so let's get into it. The challenge, like I said before, one room, one day, £100. We have a client with pretty tight brief, okay? So they are in a rental property, which is just going to help for this video because it's going to demonstrate some of the restrictions that you might have when working on a rental space. So they've set us a pretty heavy task today, I think, which is renovating their living space for, like I said, £100. You might be thinking to yourselves right now, Rob, £100, that's not going to get you very far. But I'm here to show you that actually £100 can get you further than you probably think. We're going to be looking at lighting, we're going to be looking at soft furnishings, and just reinventing the space a little bit, trying to give it another purpose or another feel to how it's maybe had in the past. I've seen the room already and I know what we're working with, so it's going to be a great opportunity to show you guys just what you can do with that money. So something that we really need to talk about on a project like this, when you're working with a budget that you consider maybe to be a little bit tight, you need to think about how you can maximise that budget. So for this project in particular, we're going to be using a lot of the client's own belongings, furniture. The budget doesn't really allow us to just splash out on a new sofa and a new TV and shelving and artwork, so we've got to be a bit creative with it all. So we need to pull together a cohesive scheme for this client, kind of using their own stuff but bringing our design into it as well and making sure we can blend the two. Well, like I said before, we've only got a day, so let's get going. Then guys, we're at the room ready to roll. So we've already done a little bit of prep work just to clear out some of the client's personal belongings that we don't really need in there, but we've been shopping, we've got our soft furnishings, we've got our accessories, we've got all the little bits that we need to really make this room pop, all within budget. So let's roll up our sleeves and get cracking and see what difference we can make. Right then, well, I suppose I should really let you in on what we're actually going to do with this space. So first thing we've got to talk about, the elephant in the room, this guy, the big blue sofa. There's not a lot we can do with that. Sadly, there just isn't the money in the budget. That's okay, we can work with it. So firstly, what sort of things are going to work with this blue sofa? This nice grey throne. It's going to cover the majority of it, but not the whole sofa. So we're still going to see some of that blue coming through, and this is also going to add us a nice bit of texture as well. Okay, so we've got our two base colours, but we're going to need an accent colour. So for that, I've got a nice mustardy yellow. Oh. Right, this is going to give us some nice texture as well, especially dotted around on the sofa. It's going to look great. About time we really showed you the room, what we're going to be working with, and I'll just explain some of the issues that we've got, some issues that you guys will come across when you're redesigning your own rooms, whether it's just moving furniture, artwork, decorations, any of that stuff, all the little things that we need to watch out for. So firstly, sorry I'm going to have to turn my back to you, but firstly, in the room you can already see we ain't got a lot of space to work with, okay? We have a small window, just one. It's letting some natural light in, but it's not letting a lot in, so you kind of want to think about where do you want that natural light to land when it's coming through. Now, this window is perfectly situated in some respects because as soon as that sun's coming up in the morning, pow, you've got it. But it's not letting a lot through, so we need to make the most out of that. Right then guys, next thing we need to talk about, electrical sockets. Whenever you're redesigning your room, you need to be looking at these electrical points. Plug sockets, aerial leads, internet connections, even down to pipe work. Where are they? How's your furniture going to work with them? Is it practical what you want to do? You don't want wires and things trailing around, it's awful. So just make a mental note of where they are and work with them, not against them. Well, I think I've yarned on long enough now. We best get going. Check it out, we're done with the room. What have we got left? £1. Not bad, I think, for an afternoon's work. So what have we done then really? We've dressed the sofa as I said I was going to. We've accented it with some really nice cushions and a big throw just to give us a bit of texture, a bit of warmth. We've added some lighting in, so we've added a little table lamp in a similar sort of mustard colour to the cushions, again just picking up on that accent. We've also added in some LED lights, which they're really quite a nice soft lighting, real good ambient lighting, quite the mood setter. On the back we've added in a lot of plants, you'll see that. We've put the bookshelf over there, and to keep some clarity to things and stop things getting too messy, we've kind of kept it in two neat rows of objects, plants, plant pots, books. Little candle at the top, which again matches in with that accent colour that we're throwing in there with the mustard. Plants is a big thing. They breathe life into a room. They're living things, and it's just nice to get that colour, get that greenery. Nature, bringing that inside and having that in the spaces that you're in is fantastic. So I would wholeheartedly encourage that as much as you can do. I think we've been pretty generous with it there. A couple of succulents, some fern. We've also stuck some artwork in. I don't know if you can see at the back. The frame was something that the client already had, so that was great. We were able to repurpose that, and we just sourced our own, well not our own, but we sourced some artwork from a local company, few quid, stuck it in the frame, it's got a border, looks a treat. Right, well, hey guys, what do you think to that then? Hopefully you found it informative and that it gave you some great inspiration for your own spaces. I think we should just have a little recap on what we actually did in the room, because it all happened pretty quick. Alright, so let's start with the basics, the skeleton of the room, so what the client already had to start with. Luckily, the bulk of it was there. So we had a sofa, the TV stand, also had a shelving unit which was from another room, and they also had a side table, so we had a lot to work with already. We just really had to dress that. So once the bones of the room was in place, the next stage really is dressing the room. And when we talk about dressing the room, that's everything really. That is your decorative touches. It's your soft furnishings on the sofa, and it's also plants, plant pots, accessories, candles, artwork, and to a degree lighting as well. So I'm going to start off really by just explaining about the soft furnishings. which you would have seen in the video. So we had a big grey fleecy throw, and that was complemented with some cushions in a kind of accenting colour, that mustard that we spoke about as well. On soft furnishings we picked up from Asda Home. Great range of products at a really reasonable price, and for this job in particular and the budget that we had, using somewhere like that was just perfect. So the next thing that we looked at was the greenery and the plants. Being a top floor flat and not having any outdoor space whatsoever, we had an obligation, I think, really, to bring some of the outdoors in. And we did that with 4 or 5 plants, some succulents and some ferns, things like that, that just really gave a nice bit of colour, natural colour to the living space, and it breathes a bit of life in there as well. Alright, well that leads me on very nicely to lighting, with one table lamp and the LED lighting that you saw as well, which was like the kind of string lighting. We achieved that for a whopping £16. Alright, well all that really leaves is just to finish off with one little bit, which was where some of our creativity came in. Particularly when you're working with a budget like that, you've got to think creatively. So one of the plant pots that we used was something we picked up from a charity shop, I think for £1, and with a bit of spray paint that I already had in my kind of kit, if you like, we were able to match that to the scheme of the room, so it tied in really nicely. Now everything else that we used we bought from the high street, because it was trying to demonstrate that you can still go to the high street without having to break the bank to dress your room. So all the products that we got, the links will be in the description at the end of this video. Okay, so thanks for watching guys. That pretty much brings us to the end of the video today. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and I hope it's given you some inspiration for your own living spaces and how you can achieve things on not the biggest of budgets. So if you liked what you saw and you want to see some more of the projects that we've worked on in the past, our website should be appearing right about now. If you also want to follow us on social media, you can find us through Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Alright, cool. Well, I'm done. That's the end of the video. So thanks for sticking with me guys. It's been a pleasure. If you like what you've seen, then hit that subscribe button, and if it floats your boat, give us a comment, give us a like, and I'm going to get going. I will see you next time. Thanks a lot guys. See you later.
What we do here is go back.